Introducing first, he weighs in at 192 pounds. From Burlington, North Carolina, this is Cain Justice. Working between your mind and mankind, so have a seat and be afraid. There's a mountain. And his opponent, he weighs in at 203 pounds from Waterloo, Iowa. He's the Savageweight. Yeah!
Dylan Hale's back in the booth here, joined by Brad Stutz for a matchup that I think a lot of people are looking forward to, maybe one of the most anticipated matches on this card so far. Fred YEHI, one of the top independent wrestlers in the world, just today, in fact, announcing a UK tour, taking on Cain Justice, maybe North Carolina's greatest import, or export, I guess, depending on how you look at it at this point.
He may be at this point, and quite frankly, this is a matchup that sells itself. It does not get more simple, more basic than Fred YEHI has what Cain Justice is after. Quick cover from YEHI, the international acclaim, the national spotlight, his name in lights. Fred YEHI has it. Cain Justice wants it for himself. A win over an established world travel grappler like YEHI moves Cain Justice up in the eyes of many, many wrestling fans and insiders. Not for nothing, there's a lot of decision makers that are here at Action Wrestling tonight that are watching this matchup. Undeniably the biggest test of Cain Justice's career thus far.
Yeah, I don't think there's any question about it. I mean, Fred YEHI is a guy that WWE Live promoter Gabe Sapolsky called the MVP of WWE Live at the end of last year. I mean, that's how important this guy is to the independent professional wrestling landscape, controlling the pace here. Got that nice headlock wrenched in deeply, shades of Strangler, Ed Lewis maybe. But what we're seeing here is two very sound grapplers. As I say that, Cam is a straight right. It's going to be interesting to see if we see fisticuffs or that competitive grappling from these two tonight, Brad.
I would have assumed grappling, but Justice going for the straight punch and catches himself. That's a good thinking move from a reasonably inexperienced young man. Into the quick cover, didn't even get one. Whoa.
Gotta be careful of that Koji. That Koji clutch of Fred YEHI, dare I say, I mean, that's a move that has submitted Matt Riddle. I mean, that is not something that you want to be trapped in. Cain Justice, look, there's no question this guy's a prodigy. I mean, that's just an absolute fact. But one thing I think we should note, he has beaten, on this card, Cam Carter. He has beaten Joey Lynch, who we saw in our opener. He's beaten Dominic Guarini, who is in the main event tonight. This is not just some guy who's been gifted in his first big opportunity. He has earned that opportunity by beating some of the top names all over, and some of the top names on this show.
And not to mention, trained professionally by Trevor Lee. Someone who is known for being ruthless on trainees. So you want to talk about somebody that's earned his opportunity. Cain Justice has earned his foot in the door. Can he stay in Fred YEHI's house, though? That's the big question.
YEHI just eating him up, controlling that arm, almost flipped him over. There we go. Nice judo throw. I mean, that's really saying, hey, Cain, I can play your game too, buddy. Cain Justice is a judo guy. And Fred YEHI just said, not in my house.
Absolutely. Student of the Bushido Dojo in North Carolina. Those tactics usually serve him well against traditional pro wrestlers, but Fred YEHI is as non-traditional as they come.
Maybe the most unorthodox wrestler in the business today, Fred YEHI. A guy, so many of his attacks, rather, they're vicious like that chop.
Hardest shot of the night thus far, right there for Fred YEHI.
The building shakes, but so many of Fred's attacks are they're actually kind of logical. He does the smart thing there. You got your opponent down, stop him in the joint, and kick him in the face.
Cover. We got to. Yeah, unorthodox is the word, but that's brilliant strategy. You cannot prepare for something you've never seen before. And even if Cain Justice has done the most thorough training camp of his career and the most thorough scouting reports of his career, Fred YEHI may still have something to surprise him.
Yeah, absolutely. You could say Cain was trying to lure him in there, but Fred's just been one step ahead of him, rather, this entire match. God.
He celebrated for 1 second and YEHI ran right through him.
You can't do it. I mean, if there's one thing I know about Fred YEHI, he is a cardio freak. This guy can run till the end of time if he wanted to. Got him trapped in the center for a German here. Oh! Dead center released him, though. You wonder if he'd stuck with the bridge. Maybe could have gone for a 3, but Cain is rattled one way or the other.
Well, he's loopy, but you saw he still had the presence of mind to get near the ropes.
That's true. I mean, these guys that have these martial arts backgrounds, so often we see them. Cain Justice is a great example. Dominic Guarini, who we'll see in the main event, is another example. Their defensive wrestling is often what makes them so dangerous.
YEHI just drilling him on the floor.
You can see the welts forming on Cain's chest already.
You can dust him for fingerprints later. Woo, right in front of us.
God, I could feel that one. Almost knocked our table over.
You ever walk by like a bright lamp? There was heat coming off that one from Fred YEHI. Good Lord.
You do not see this every day, Brad. Literally counting along this crowd as he smashes Cain's head into the canvas.
God, that will disorient you. If you hit your nose or your face, your eyes well up with tears. That's such a great move from YEHI, and I feel like we've said that 12 times already, but what a great move from YEHI. Cain Justice, like I said, his eyes are watering, he's completely disoriented. You see him having to get away from the ring to try and regain his bearings.
And we saw it right there, we had a great vantage point there, Brad. He went straight to the eyes to take control. Was able to get enough distance to take it to his advantage. Got him up against the, oh my God, he just chopped the freezer.
My God.
I don't think I've ever seen that. First time for everything here at Action Wrestling. They're stalking on referee Daryl Hall, trying to regain control. Little difficult to see from our vantage point.
Oh, hold on. Good Lord! Over the tables into the wall. Cain Justice soared right into the wall.
I mean, he is down. I can kind of see him from here, but he looks like he's holding basically all of his body parts at this point. I don't think he was able to cushion his blow at all.
No. So much of wrestling, you hear about it if you attend wrestling school, it's about trying to protect yourself. When you're being flung through the air, you have no way to protect yourself at all other than to try to stop.
Yeah, there's no way to teach you how to land on that.
Whoa!
It can't be done. Look, these ring posts, I've worried about them all night, Brad. They're very unique. They have these hooks on the exterior.
Yeah, those bolts are hanging out, and yeah, Cain Justice looking to maim here.
Woo! Man, he might be targeting those eyes again. We saw him with that eye rake a minute ago.
Justice has got the fingers. Justice got fingers.
What's this? Oh, no. He's gonna break his, oh my God.
You heard the snap. It echoed throughout this building, the disgusting snap. Oh, and the spine of YEHI hits the apron. 2 huge offensive plays from Cain Justice back to back.
I don't know if YEHI even knows where he is at this point. It was purely instinctual that he tried to throw that rebound lariat after having his finger snapped in the ring. And now he's rolled to the opposite side of the ring, but there's no escape. One thing about this setup here we have here in Tyrone, Georgia is the fans are really close to the ring, Brad. You cannot retreat with ease at all.
No, absolutely. Justice tried it. You know, it's NFL draft week, and if this was the NFL, Cain Justice just got an interception followed by a first down, and he is marching down the field here against Fred YEHI.
That's a great point. And to piggyback on that a little bit, if this was the NFL draft itself, Cain Justice might be the #1 pick. I mean, that's the kind of talent you see in here. He's already proven, I think, any doubters coming into this, he's hanging with an elite talent like Fred YEHI, unable to duck that chop. Standing in the pocket.
YEHI may have the heaviest hands on the Action Wrestling roster, but Justice may have the most educated feet. Cover! Only 2.
That was a liver kick too, Brad. Very, very low, but legal. I mean, we've seen guys in mixed martial arts that they're done. That's a knockout. I mean, that can literally take you out of the game, and he's going back to that hand, back to that finger. I wondered if we'd see that. Maybe trying to set him up for that twist ending, which is, of course, his hold that's basically impossible to get out of.
And very easily could you affect a finger in that arm-based submission. This may seem rudimentary, this may even seem like a waste of time to some viewers, but think about being in that ring with your hand affected. You can't grip, you can't throw a punch. Cover! Only 2. Basically anything where you have to climb, pull, is going to be affected. Fred YEHI may be down to 1 arm just from that simple finger torture.
And we're seeing it already. He's only able to pull himself up on the ropes by 1 arm. I mean, you said it. Nice strike there. That looked like it was legal to the stomach. Opens him up. I mean, Cain Justice's chest is just being obliterated in this matchup.
Justice trying to cover up. Fred YEHI just chopped right through his arms.
Comes off that second rope sometimes. I think in many cases, whoa, that's close. Many cases, that's a psychological tactic, Brad. Right there, I feel like maybe he was losing his footing. I mean, he's taking a lot of damage. You can see him trying to work that arm back into consciousness. It's almost like it's dead weight.
Yeah, you're 100% right. You see him trying to get the feeling back in. Cain Justice, like a good oral surgeon, going for the eyes, the ears, the nose, and the mouth.
I mean, he will target anything. I mean, make no mistake. He's got his sights on that arm, but he will do anything to win this matchup. This is very likely the biggest match of his career.
Oh, absolutely. Swing and a miss.
Trading now, dead center of the ring. God, those chops.
Oh, he slapped him right out.
God almighty, back fist chop into double stomp.
Justice went for a strike of his own. YEHI slapped right through him and just hit a quick combination.
I mean, this is Fred YEHI, one of the top wrestlers on the planet. Already announced for the Scenic City Invitation coming up August 3rd and 4th, I might add. Cheap plug there in the Greater Try. Look at it. Nice floor. He's got a floor. This could be it. Referee Daryl Hall may want to stop this.
You may want to get a little closer here, because if Justice fails to defend himself, it should be all over. Justice has still got his hands up, but man, he just ate, 8, 9 knees?
God. That shotgun dropkick was perfectly targeted.
A good showing here will only get Cain Justice so far. He needs the win. Fisherman suplex, dead center of the ring. Only got 2. It is better for Cain Justice to win hungry than to lose full. Don't worry about how you get there. Just get there and get that W tonight. Right now, he's got to get up off the canvas.
That's absolutely right, Brad. He's got to leave everything on the table. There's nothing in the playbook he can hold back tonight, because he's in there with a tremendous pro wrestler who's also native to this area. Let's not forget. He has an Atlanta guy. Oh my God, we've seen him finish people. We've seen him finish people like Jonathan Gresham with that.
Amazing leg strength. Shot him right into the buckle.
Picks him off. And look at Cain's legs. We can see him. I mean, they are wobbly. He's out using the ropes to get back to his feet. Still in the fight for now.
Yeah, if you're a fight fan, I'm not sure Cain Justice has his legs under him right now.
Oh my God!
Caught him! Caught him! Oh! Triangle choke drop, shoulders down! No, he had to break it because the shoulders were down.
Big forearm.
Justice needs to go right back to it. Yes, he does.
It looks like that's a triangle variation.
Yes, it does. He will deprive Fred Yehi of oxygen, and he's going back to the finger.
Back to that arm, back to that arm. He's got those fingers isolated. He's pulling back. That's double tension. This is a choke and a finger manipulation hold, but he's got to watch his shoulders. This is not a jiu-jitsu contest. This is not a pure grappling contest. You got to be cognizant of those shoulders on the mat at all times.
Yehi's trying to maneuver his shoulders down. How well can Cain Justice multitask?
Oh my God!
Unreal power!
You know, we don't talk about this, but Fred Yehi was a tremendous collegiate amateur wrestler. I don't think that's what we saw there, other than maybe some defensive grappling. What we saw there was a display of power, unlike anything we may have seen on the show so far, frankly.
Absolutely. Fred Yehi fighting to survive. We have talked about what a win will do for Justice. What does a loss for Yehi do? You talk about international opportunities. You talk about things like the scene in City. To be quite frankly upset by someone on the rise, do people start to second guess Fred Yehi at this point?
I mean, that's a great point. You know, he was a big part of WWE in life for a while. He's left that promotion for the time being, doing some other things, traveling around. A loss in this setting would be a big upset, baby.
Ooh, knee strike!
Some daggers! Oh my God, a big flurry!
Justice has to make this count. Bottom line.
And he went back to that arm, Brad. He went back to that arm, and Yehi is down in the center of the ring. He's nowhere near a rope. I mean, this is the time to go after him.
Taking a few too many seconds though. Too long.
Oh my God, that's it. That's the Koji. That's the Koji clutch. And that has finished. I mean, a who's who.
Oh man, elbow on the side of the head.
He's punching his lights out on top of that.
It's over.
Ladies and gentlemen, your winner of the match by submission, Fred Yehi.
Cain Justice with his biggest break of the match took 5 seconds too long, and it cost him.